A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that could reshape the landscape of international manufacturing and security, China has suspended exports of a wide array of critical minerals and high-powered magnets. This decision comes at a time when the world is increasingly reliant on these materials for a variety of applications, including automotive, aerospace, semiconductor, and military industries. The implications of this suspension are profound, as it threatens to choke off supplies that are central to the production of everything from electric vehicles to advanced weaponry. The New York Times reports that shipments of these essential magnets have been halted at numerous Chinese ports while the government drafts a new regulatory system. This new framework could potentially create long-term barriers to supply, particularly for American military contractors who depend on these materials for their operations. The immediate impact of this export suspension is already being felt across multiple sectors, which are now scrambling to secure alternative sources for these critical components. China's dominance in the global rare earth market is undisputed, with the country accounting for nearly 90% of the world's supply of 17 essential elements, including samarium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, lutetium, scandium, and yttrium. These rare earths play a vital role in the development of cutting-edge technologies, such as electric vehicles, smartphones, renewable energy systems, and advanced military hardware. The stakes are high, as countries around the world are now faced with the urgent task of finding new suppliers to mitigate the risks associated with China's export restrictions. The United States, in particular, may find itself at a disadvantage given its reliance on Chinese imports for these critical materials. This situation not only raises questions about supply chain resilience, but also highlights the geopolitical tensions that have been escalating between the U.S. and China in recent years. President Nayib Bukele of El Salvador is also making headlines as he heads to Washington to meet with U.S. President Donald Trump. This meeting is set to solidify Bukele's role in the Trump administration's mass deportation efforts, further complicating the already tense relationship between the U.S. and its southern neighbors. Meanwhile, former Representative Mike Rogers is launching a second campaign for the U.S. Senate in Michigan, hoping to reclaim his position after narrowly losing to Alyssa Slotkin in the 2024 race. As the political scene unfolds, economic analysts are voicing concerns about the repercussions of President Trump's tariff-driven policies. Critics argue that these tariffs are creating financial chaos for the very manufacturing sector they are intended to support. The Wall Street Journal reports that the Trump administration is also retreating from certain types of white-collar law enforcement, which may have far-reaching implications for foreign bribery, public corruption, and money laundering cases. In a related development, President Trump has signaled his intent to pursue new tariffs on computer chips, further intensifying the trade war with China. This move comes just days after the administration excluded a variety of technology-related products from previous tariff lists. The unpredictable nature of these policies has left many in the business community on edge, as they grapple with the uncertainty surrounding their supply chains and international trade agreements. In the midst of these developments, public sentiment toward Trump's tariffs appears to be shifting, with increasing opposition emerging from various sectors. Paul Krugman, a prominent economist, has criticized the economic rationale behind these tariffs, suggesting that they are not only bad economics but also bad politics. The public's discontent with the tariffs could have significant implications for the upcoming elections, as voters express their concerns about the impact of these policies on their livelihoods. As the situation continues to evolve, it is clear that the suspension of critical mineral exports by China is just one facet of a larger, complex geopolitical landscape. The interplay between trade policies, international relations, and economic stability will be crucial in determining how countries navigate this new reality. With the stakes higher than ever, the world watches closely as nations seek to adapt to the challenges posed by China's export restrictions and the broader implications of the U.S.-China trade war. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.